Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin, aka Diego, back again, and just chilling on my bed and was watching one of my videos, just going over some of the comments, and I wanted to address one of the things that I probably should let you guys know about what I kind of read about. In my last video where I kind of did like this fucking cool webcam capture of me doing nothing. um, I talked about gear and stuff, and how I thought you guys should prioritize your gearing selections. And a user named Cypher, who his tank's name is Cypher, and he tanks on my realm with me. He's on the Horde side. Brought up a really valid point that the badge gear that you get that's item level 264 does hold more value than the tier gear at 251. Now, it's all about, like I said, it's all about how you like to be a tank. There's a little bit more avoidance on the gear that you get with the tier gear, the 251. Now, all that basically means is that you're going to take less damage. You're going to avoid more avoidable damage than other tanks who have less avoidance. Um, that's good. The tier gear, or the badge gear, the offset gear, like the belt and the gloves and stuff that have bonus armor on them, are extremely high for effective health, otherwise known as EH. All of us tanks call it EH. And what it basically means is effective health is the amount of unmitigated damage you could take before you're dead. So the higher it is, the more you could take, the longer you live, the higher survivability of your raid. So, if you're just doing 10 mans, it might be worth your while to go get the offset gear first, because it's a higher item level, and it is technically going to be better for you. I mean, and if you do 25 mans and you're going to get the tokens and you're going to be able to pick up the 264, it's a toss up either way. I'm personally going to make like 3 sets. I'm going to have a set for balance, quote unquote balance set, which is going to be good for threat, it's going to be good for avoidance, and it's going to be good for effective health. I'm going to make an effective health set that's going to have all that bonus armor stuff that I'm basically going to be tanking all the progression stuff with. Our first kill, until we kill the boss the first couple times, until we have the bosses on farm. Then I'll switch out to my threat / balance gear, where it's not really needed. And then I'm going to make my balance, and then I'm going to make a complete threat set, just for something that's, like a couple tiers behind us, where I don't need all that effective health, I don't need all that bonus armor. So I'm just going to, and DPS can just blow up the boss, and I don't have to worry about me dying, because healers outgear it, DPS outgears it, like something like TOC 10. Once I'm in a full Icecrown Gear, there'd be no point to have 50,000 health unbuffed or whatever. I have 47.5 right now, but so keep that in mind. So sorry if I misled some of you guys before about how to spend your badges. I kind of try to make these videos around what I'm gonna do, and that's not necessarily the best case. I know a lot of you guys do 10 mans. A lot of you guys are newer to this. So for all you 10-man people that don't get the benefit of full clearing 25-man, I say full clear as opposed to all the bosses, whatever bosses are out at the current moment. So you don't get as many badges as people doing both. So your badges are going to be worth a lot more to you than they would to someone who gets them from multiple sources. So the offset gear is probably going to be better for you. I did a lot of reading on this after Cypher brought up the issue that the offset badge gloves, if you're just doing 10 mans, are probably not going to be replaced. The crafted legs are probably not going to be replaced. The offset belt is probably not going to be replaced for all you 10-man runners. So just keep that stuff in mind. Look at the gear that's out there. Obviously, none of Arthas's stuff is out yet. I can't wait to see what his loot table looks like. But so, as far as now, there's going to be for you 10-man raiders, the offset stuff is really going to hold its value for you for a long time. So you might want to get that over your tier. The 2 set is nice to have. It is nice to have. It's not, you won't notice a huge difference. You won't be like, oh my god. I mean, 20% is a lot on one attack, but it's not going to be like, oh my god, no one can pull off me. It's impossible. Look at this 2 set. I could just hit this one ability and just go AFK and then come back and hit it again and go AFK and go make a sandwich. It's not going to be like that. And the 4 set is meh. The other tanking 4 sets are really a lot better than ours, in my opinion. They get damage mitigation. We just get avoidance, and like you guys all know, avoidance is it's a random number generator based. So I mean, you pop Divine Plea and you get 12% dodge. Cool. What happens if you don't dodge once when it's up? In that time slot that it gives you, you kind of got fucked for that minute, right? Yeah. So it's very subjective. On heavy fights where it's just a lot of avoidable damage, it'll be good. On stuff where there's unavoidable damage, like if you're the off tank for Blood Queen Lanithil, if you don't know this yet, the off tank takes 1-for-1 damage and shadow damage, and he can't avoid anything. So when the main tank dodges, you don't take any damage, but when he takes 10k, you take 10k in shadow damage, and you can't avoid it. It's mitigatable. I believe it's mitigatable through resistances, but I mean, a fight like that, you just want to throw in a bunch of stam if you're the off tank. So, you know what I mean? It's very subjective on the fight, but so it's not, and right now it's not very dire. So for all you 10-man raiders, I mean, it's probably best to go get the offset stuff. I mean, but like I said, this is just my interpretation of the facts. Go, if you're really on edge and you really don't have any solid evidence of which way to go online, do some reading, do some research. It'll take 10 minutes every time. Or you just hit me up with a message and I can further, if you're like, hey Diego, what about the chest? Should I get the chest or get whatever? Just let me know, and then I could give you a little bit further advice on how I think you should get gear around that. And I don't mind. I love theory crafting about tanks. So hit me up with any questions you got down below. Thanks for watching. Cypher, thanks for the question, dude. Really got me thinking. But yeah, you guys, have a good one.